Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Pathfinder Kingmaker NPC series. This episode, we're going to do Amiri. Amiri's sort of the hardest to do in some ways and the easiest in others. I've been trying to build the way I think they want it, but Amiri's armor class is horrible if you do the build I think they want you to do, and she has a reach weapon, but it doesn't make any sense to me for a barbarian to be using a reach weapon. So what we'll probably do is put her in armor. So that means she will lose her fast movement. And that. Or we could just try putting her in the heaviest medium armor we can. Since she can wear medium. We'll have to think on it when we do her level ups. But she basically has charge, treat affliction, some fighting defensively, the normal stuff. She has her rage, which gives her a +2 on melee, attack rolls and damage, and thrown weapons, and will saving throws, but it gives her a -2 penalty to armor class. She also gains 2 temporary hit points per hit die. And she has light, medium armor, simple weapons, martial weapons, shields, exotic weapon proficiency, and toughness. And since she's human, she's skilled. So, currently, her normal attack is +4 for melee, but she's only +3 with this weapon because she's a -2 and the weapon's +1. So, but she does do 2d8 +5 with it. So, if we put her in the armor and shield and that, it will reduce her damage. So, we'll see what happens here. So let's go ahead and level up her first level here. This level, she's going to gain Uncanny Dodge and her Rage Power. So let's go ahead and do that. Next. And I don't always do the best builds. These series are as much for you guys to see options as it is to give you, this is the definitive build. None of my builds will ever be the definitive build. I can guarantee that for you. So, okay, so she's got athletics, nature lore, and perception. And those are basically the 3 skills we're going to keep leveling her up in. She's going to be making our athletic checks. She's going to be our main hunter, so she needs lore, nature, and just we need someone with good perception. And several people mentioned, why am I so fixated on perception? Well, I may be wrong about that. If it's like all the other skills and it only takes the highest, then no, I don't need to have everyone have perception. But I've noticed when I was playing, different people would say they spotted stuff. So I don't know if that's the case. And with perception, you get one chance. And if you fail it, you don't ever get to find it. And when you're exploring the main map, that means you can miss entire encounter areas. So I may be overly fixated on perception, and I apologize if it's only one perception check, highest for the party, then you don't need to have everybody have perception. But she's going to be for sure our lore and athletics person and probably our main perception person. So let's go ahead and do 1 in athletics, 1 in nature, 1 in perception, and we're basically going to continue that through her entire career. So next. So now she can have one of her rage powers. She can have Animal Fury, which gives her a bite attack at -5. She can have Less of Beast Totem. She gains 2 claw attacks. These are considered primary attacks and made the barbarian's full base attack damage. The claws deal 1d6 of slashing damage plus the barbarian's strength modifier. We could do Guarded Stance, which would give her more armor class. We could do Lethal Stance, which would give her a + on attack rolls. We could give her Reckless Stance, which would give her a + on attack rolls, but a - to armor class. And we could give her Swift Foot, which just gives her more movement. So let's go ahead and concentrate on damage for her for this build, because I think that's the way they designed her. So we'll give her Beast Totem Lesser. So next. Complete. Next level. Barbarian. This level she's going to get her danger sense, a +1 bonus to avoid traps and dodge to armor class against traps. So amazingly, barbarians are as good at avoiding traps as thieves, even though they don't normally have any skill in getting rid of them. So next. And that. And as we said before, we're going to continue with the athletics and the lore and the perception. So next. Okay, she gets a level skill at this point. They recommend power attack. We're going to go ahead with their recommendation. These little stars mean it's their recommendation. So next. And complete. So her next level, she'll get another rage power. So let's go ahead and barbarian. Next. Athletics, lore, perception. And here she gets an extra point. There is no question here for me. If we're going with her being a damage monster, we want to raise strength. So next. And we get another thing. So she could do Animal Fury. We could do Renewed Vigor. Now Renewed Vigor does 1d8 plus her Constitution modifier. And for every 4 levels beyond 4, that increases by 1d8. So I don't know how useful this actually is, but we're going to go ahead and choose it for her next rage power. And then next. And complete. Okay, the next level. Again, continuing with the premise of her being damage thing. So at this level, she'll get improved and uncanny dodge. So that will help with the fact that she usually is the first one in combat and can't get sneaked attack now, which is a big help. So okay, so let's go ahead and do next. And again, athletics, nature lore, perception. Next. Okay, here she gets a normal. So we could give her armor proficiency. We could give her cleave. Let's give her cleave. Cleave seems, if we're going damage input, let's do cleave. So next. Complete. Okay, next level. So she'll get a rage power and her danger sense will increase. So next. And again, athletics, lore, perception. There's no reason not to just continue those. So we get Beast Totem now. When raging, they get a +1 natural armor bonus. This bonus increases by 1 for every 4 levels the barbarian has attained. So since we took the other beast thing, we can take this one. So we're going to go ahead and take this, which will basically give her, some extra armor class, which is good. Next. Complete. So another level in Barbarian. This level, she's going to get damage reduction, which will subtract 1 for they take each time damage is dealt, which isn't a huge amount at 7th level considering what things are doing, but every little bit helps. And again, athletics, lore, nature, perception. Next. Okay, so we could go armor focus. We can give her bull rush. We can give her dodge. She does qualify for dodge. We could actually give her weapon focus in her weapon, which would give her a plus to hit. I think we'll go with armor class. She's all about damage, but she needs to be able to survive a little bit. So let's go ahead and give her some dodge. And complete. And next, another level barbarian here. She'll get another rage power. Next. And another point of strength. And athletics, nature lore, and perception. Next. So she could take increased damage reduction, which increases it by 2. So let's go ahead and give her that. Let's increase her damage reduction. So next, complete. Now, 9th level, she'll get another plus in her danger sense. Next. Again, the same 3 skills. Since we decided not to put her in the heavier armor, let's go ahead and do armor focus for medium, giving her more armor class. So next, and complete. And her last level here, 10th, well, she'll get a rage power and more damage reduction. So next, boom, boom, and boom. Next. So we could take increased damage reduction again, which is, or we could take Greater Beast Totem. So we're more about damage. Let's give her Greater Beast Totem so she can basically do her charge and full round attack at the end of it. And next, and complete. So let's go ahead and see what her final looks like. So she's got a fair number of abilities in that. We can see with her plus weapon now at 10th level, she is plus 13 to hit. She does 2d8 plus 7 and 2 strikes. If we go to her martial, we'll see that she gets a strike at plus 13, and then she'd get an attack at plus 8. And this is without her power attack turned on, which would drop her hit 4, I believe, and increase her damage. So, and I don't think power attack, it tells you. Oh, it's only -1. So her base attack, she would be -2, but basically adding her full strength bonus. So, anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment. And if you dislike the episode, leaving a dislike's fine. But please leave a comment to say why you dislike it. I do actually pay attention to when people make suggestions and that. I don't always implement them, but I do always seriously consider them. So as always, have fun. This is Spidey 1958, and have fun gaming.